Thanks for joining us for another Broadfield Liquid Lunch and Learn every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you joined us early and you saw the pre-show footage from our Mets game earlier this summer, you'll know that the Mets are in the playoffs now. So it's a lot of fun to be able to come to you to talk about October news, specials, and even a really special announcement, and talk to you while the Mets are heading into the wild card round this upcoming weekend. So let's go Mets. Let's kick it off with a cheer. And the Top Gun IPA from our local brewery, Lost Farmer Brewing Company, right around the block. I actually made it out to the CEDIA trade show just last week, and I watched Top Gun on the plane, on the flight there. Great movie, definitely recommend it. I thought about shaving down to sport just the mustache today, but I really can't sport a mustache, and my wife would probably divorce me. So no mustache. Here I am with Top Gun Brew from Lost Farmer Brewing Company. So here's to Broadfield Liquid Lunch and Learn every Thursday. Cheers. We are going to get into today's show in just a moment, giving all of our dealers a chance to join us. For those of you who are checking out our new platform for the first time, our Broadfield.live page is now being broadcasted to Digital Joy events. Not only are we using this technology to show you what Digital Joy is capable of, but Broadfield is your distribution source for Digital Joy software. This Digital Joy tool is a live production tool that you have a great opportunity to bring to all of your media and entertainment clients and anyone hosting live events. It is a huge step up, super easy to implement, tons of engagement capabilities, like you'll see with the poll we have on one side, and the question and answer that we have on the other. If you have Q&As throughout the show, feel free to type them in. I will try to get to them. We have lots of new products, lots of great specials to talk about. So today's show is going to be a little bit of rapid fire, but by all means, raise your hand, ask your question, and if I can help elaborate, I definitely will do so. We're getting ready to go into today's show, and I want to start with some of the most exciting news that I could possibly bring to you. In order to bring that news to you, I am asking our president and CEO, Gary Batten. We're getting ready to go into today's show. And here we are, Gary, please, with some of the most exciting news that I could possibly bring to you. With Alex, in order to bring that news to you, I am asking our president and CEO, Gary Batten. We're getting ready to go into today's show. And here we are, Gary, please, with some of the most exciting news that I could possibly bring.
Our West Coast warehouse. We call it BDI West, hashtag BDI West. And we're super excited about that. And we think it's going to be a tremendous opportunity for our West Coast customers to be able to get better service from us, to have units on hand that they can order that they know is available within a day or two, rather than having to fly all the way across the country. And I want to introduce Alex Ladini, our Director of Warehouse Operations. He was running the shop in New York, and he's gone out to California to run the shop on Whiteside in East LA. Alex, tell us a little about what it's been like getting this thing set up in California.
Hey, it's been pretty interesting coming from New York. I Googled some light Googling on some of the regulations and stuff for warehousing. One of the big issues that we didn't even think of was you can only have racks to 6 feet. So that was a challenge, trying to make the space work for us, but that's what Broadfield does. We make things work. We make it easy to do it. So that was a big challenge. And West Coast personalities and time. Sometimes people show up, sometimes people don't. So I'm hoping to bring a little bit more of that New York spirit, to try to combat the slowness of California. But it's all good. It's great neighbors around here, and I'm excited to be here.
All right. Well, our goal is to bring our New York hustle and our New York level of customer service and support to the West Coast, and to give our West Coast dealers the kind of love that our East Coast dealers have been getting all along. So if you get your orders in by 2 o'clock, we're going to get them shipped. The goal is to be able to get orders in by 3 o'clock West Coast, but we're giving us a little bit of time to get up to speed. And we're super excited because we think that a lot of the products we carry would sell a lot more if our dealers had confidence they can get them in a quick, rapid fashion without having to pay exorbitant shipping to UPS and FedEx. So we're super excited about this. Alex, you have done a fantastic job. So I'm going to do my liquid lunch toast to you going out to the West Coast and getting us started. So Thank you so much. And Jim, I think you want to tell them a little geography lesson for the folks at home, right?
Absolutely. Alex, thank you so much for waking up early with us. We're going to have to get used to this broadcasting here from the East Coast at our Mineola HQ. And this is still going to be our primary shipping warehouse for all of our dealers. We are opening up BDI West, as Gary called it, to support our West Coast dealers with strategic opportunities, making it even easier for them to do business with us and to do business with your customers. Gary, what I did was I did a little research with UPS, pulled up a little map of the US, and I took a look at shipping times. Right now, with the inventory that you sent out to the West Coast, we'll be able to ship very strategically a lot of that stuff to the West Coast states, which would be the 5 states that you see in dark blue here. Our goal is to eventually take advantage of all of the states where UPS will have that time advantage and be able to get products to our dealers as quickly as possible. But Gary, when I pulled up these maps based on shipping time, that's not the only consideration we really have to think about here, is it?
No, there's shipping times and there's shipping costs also. So one of the things we really want to work with our dealers is if there's certain items, especially like those bigger hard drives or so like a new tech opportunity, something like that, where it's a big bulky item that you're working on a call for, let us know. And we will make sure we stage some inventory on the West Coast if we don't have it already. And also, if there's certain items that you said, if Broadfield had this stuff on the West Coast, I'd love to buy it from them. Well, now we will let our reps know. Also, perhaps there's certain product lines that you kind of were thinking about carrying, but because of the distance, you didn't want to. You don't have to worry about that anymore because now you can. We'll be able to ship it to you from the West Coast if need be.
It looks like Alex is playing with his webcam and is doing some funky things to our TriCaster.
Well, Jim, I just wanted to give Alex kudos and let everyone know we'll do the regular show with the October specials. I want to end with a Let's Go Mets and Let's Go BDI West.
Gary, this is a super exciting announcement. I'm looking forward to sharing more news about BDI West with all of our dealers. It is going to relate to all of the news and specials that we're talking about today, and even more and more of our inventory and our special opportunities as we continue to roll this out and as we continue to support you from now both ends of the country. Before we get into the new products, I want to talk about a lot of events that we have coming up. As I said in the pre-show, I just got back from the CEDIA show for residential installers. Our goal is to talk to some of the installers there who are getting pulled into the live production and streaming space. But we're also going to be at NAB New York just in a couple of weeks. NAB New York is the East Coast show of NAB. So just like Broadfield is moving out west, NAB is opening up here in New York. And they're hosting their NAB New York show again, October 19th to 20th. And we encourage you to come visit Broadfield and all partners in booth 744. If you need a registration code for that show, use NY6997, which is also on the Broadfield website. Go to the news section of our website and check out the Broadfield events page, and you'll see more information about our booth, that registration code, and everything you need to join us at the show. If you or your sales team or workflow engineers are planning on being at NAB New York, please let your Broadfield sales rep know. We're putting something together for the evening, the first night of the show, and we'd love to invite you. So give a shout out to your sales team and let us know that you're going to be there. Immediately following NAB New York, and yes, that does pose its own logistical challenges, Broadfield will be at the CFX Expo, Church Facilities Expo, in Dallas. Visit us at booth number 925. Again, we will be there with our partners, and Glenn Seaman, our workflow sales specialist, who is local to the area, is going to be showing off a lot of great products. So if you are working in House of Worship and you plan on going to the Church Facilities Expo, feel free to join us out there as well. I see some questions coming in, most of them related to Broadfield West. The first one is, we will allow... it's not a question. It's people giving you more information, telling you that we will allow for pickups and messenger services to support same-day delivery. Give us some time to figure it out, but we will get you there. Broadfield is looking to make that Broadfield West an extension of what our dealers need. So as Gary said with the announcement, let us know what products you're looking for, what bids you're working on, what dealer registrations you know are going to need to be fulfilled quickly, and we'll make sure we have the product out there to support you, and we'll be able to get that into your hands and your customers' hands as quickly as possible. So let's go into some of the specials that we have available now. Now is the time to sell PTZ cameras, starting with the massive price drop of the Bird Dog P200. The P200 is now available for under $2,000. That's right, just $19.95 gives you their full NDI HD camera, 30x zoom, PTZ control, NDI, HDMI, SDI simultaneous outputs. Before they released their 4K product line, the P200 was the flagship Bird Dog camera and is still a great product and a great value at $19.95. Bird Dog has extended the mega bundles. These mega bundles include the P100, the P400, and the P4K. On the P100, if you sell 3 cameras, your customer will get a $500 instant rebate on the bundle. On the P400, we're going to give them that $500 instant rebate and the free Bird Dog keyboard. On the P4K, we're going to give them a $1,000 instant rebate and the free keyboard. So again, these bundles have been extended through the end of the year. Take advantage of these opportunities and offer them to your multi-camera customers now. NewTek also announced a deal on their PTZ camera. That's right, the NDI-HX PTZ3 camera is available now for $400 off, just $23.95 MSRP. Another great camera at another great price. And not to be outdone, PTZ Optics has promotions on their cameras as well, with a $100 instant rebate on any of the SDI models, PTZ Optics cameras, or the USB and HDMI models. Get a $300 rebate on the NDI-HX. For our PTZ Optics dealers, you know that $300 rebate on the NDI cameras basically means that you can offer your customers an NDI-HX camera from PTZ Optics at the same price that they would have paid for the SDI camera just a few weeks ago. There is also some great promotions and programs running on the HuddleCam HD. These cameras are perfect for your conference room installs, your video conferencing setups, starting with the HuddleCam HD 3X, the 3XA, and my personal favorite, the 10XA. These discounts are available now and will be available while supplies last. In addition to these discounts that we have available from PTZ Optics and HuddleCam, we also have some great new products to talk to you about a little bit later on in today's show. Another promo I wanted to talk about is a new one announced by Atomos on the Atom XCast. Now you can offer your customers a $50 instant rebate to add Atom XCast to their Ninja 5 or Ninja 5 Plus. The Atom XCast is now just $199 and allows them to switch between up to 4 HDMI inputs, turning this into a very simple switching and monitor solution. Now let's talk about some of the exciting new products. A lot of our dealers know that the IBC show happened in Europe just a short while ago. Now, one of the trends that we have seen in our industry that started actually before the pandemic was that items that were announced at the NAB show in April were then announced to be shipping by IBC. And items that were announced brand new to be shipped to that were announced at IBC were shipping by NAB the following April. What we're seeing now is this timeline being squeezed tremendously. We've been in an industry that really hasn't introduced a ton of new products or announced a lot of new technology because we were rushing to maintain product supplies in a supply crisis and a pandemic. We've been rushing out every PTZ camera that comes in, every lens that comes in, everything we could possibly do. Well, now we're seeing that turn around with lots of exciting new introductions. So let's run you through some of them. We'll start again with Bird Dog. Bird Dog has announced their new next generation camera lineup. This includes the P110, the P120, and the P240. The P110 and 120 are in stock and available now. This is their entry-level camera, perfect for a lot of live production applications. It's available in either a 10x optical zoom in the P110 or a 20x zoom with the P120. And then at IBC, they announced their new P240. Supports NDI5, a 40x optical zoom, and still a very competitive price at just $29.99 MSRP. We're expecting to see that camera ship a little bit later on this year. New products from PTZ Optics, starting with the HuddleCam HD Mini Track 4K Pro. This is their brand new webcam with auto tracking and auto framing capability at an unbelievable price at just $219 MSRP. And then PTZ Optics also announced their brand new Studio Pro camera. The goal of this Studio Pro camera is to give you the video production quality that rivals some of the DSLR and mirrorless cameras that people are using for their live productions or influencer videos. The Studio Pro is going to have the capability of supporting both traditional 16:9 video formats or vertical 9:16 video formats. And we're going to talk a little bit more about vertical video and how it really is looking like it's going to pave a way for a new market and a new opportunity in the future. That Studio Pro camera is expected to be coming this November, and PTZ Optics is going to be right next door to us at the NAB New York show. So if you're going to come check out the Broadfield booth, we'll be sure to introduce you to PTZ Optics so you can check out this camera as well. Red has announced their dealer demo program available now with a 30% off MSRP on dealer demos on the Komodo, V-Raptor, and the V-Raptor XL. But I also want to point out that the Komodo, the V-Raptor, and the V-Raptor XL production packs and starter packs are now being sold just a little bit different. To you, our dealers, same way you've ever ordered. You're ordering a Komodo starter pack, a Komodo production pack, a V-Raptor production pack, or a V-Raptor XL production pack. To your customers who are using the products, absolutely no difference. Why? Because Broadfield makes it easy. But what we've done with Red is we're now building these as kits. So your customer or you would buy from us a Komodo 6K and then a starter pack accessory kit or a production pack accessory kit. This allows us to guarantee that we can quickly support your sale by having the right product and the right product mix in inventory at any time, making it easier to get these cameras with the necessary packs into your customers' hands as soon as possible. For more information on the Red cameras and the production pack, starter pack accessory kits, please reach out to your Broadfield salesperson and we'd be happy to explain further. Panasonic Lumates is announcing their professional camcorder line with the Lumates HCX20, an all-in-one 4K 60p camcorder. 1-inch sensor, excellent low light quality and dynamic range. And they're also introducing the HCX2, again, an all-in-one 4K P60 camera, professional image quality, plus enhanced streaming and I/O capabilities. What does that all mean? Tune in next week to Broadfield Liquid Lunch, where we're joined by Matt Frazier from Lumates to talk more about these cameras and to show you more about the great, cool stuff that they can do. We've been talking a lot about the Atomos Connect family. These are in stock and shipping now at Broadfield, and it includes the Zato Connect, the Atomos Connect, which is your add-on module for the Ninja 5 or Ninja 5 Plus, and the Shogun Connect. They're all-in-one, all-inclusive 7-inch Shogun monitor with the Connect streaming, all integrated in one device. These are available now. We talked a little bit ago when we talked about the new Studio Pro camera from PTZ Optics about vertical video capability. The YOLO Live InStream is made for vertical video. The YOLO Live InStream is their newest product in the YOLO Box product line that allows you to take video in and stream directly to Instagram and TikTok. These are the two biggest social media platforms for vertical video, and these are what social media influencers are looking to use to get that set up. Remember when the LiveView Solo was launched, they did a lot of promotions and a lot of sharing into that IRL marketplace, going after the Twitch users who were streaming 24/7 every day, day in and day out. It was a small market, but it really put that live view solo on the map. With the Yellow Live in-stream, again, we're going after a specific market with the Instagram and TikTok streamers. But now that market needs the vertical video that in-stream made super easy and to use, allowing you to mix 2 HDMI and 1 USB input. But that doesn't mean they're forgetting about their current products. The Yellow Box Pro just received an update. And as part of this update, Yellow Box Pro now allows you to support vertical video also. What it does not have is the direct integration to Instagram or TikTok. But if your customers are looking for vertical video to the same Facebook streaming platforms they're going to today, they can do that now with the Yellow Box Pro and the latest software update. Going upstream a little bit, we look at this guy that I have in front of me right here on the table, and that's NewTek's brand new TriCaster Mini X. The TriCaster Mini X is the latest generation in the TriCaster Mini form factor, everything you need in a very small desktop box. This unit includes HD switching, streaming, and recording with hardware I/O built into the unit itself. It's an excellent choice for your customers who are looking for a turnkey system for HDMI cameras that still gives them that NDI capability to move into additional sources or into an IP workflow in the future. And along those lines, Telestream also is shipping their full line of Wirecast Gear 3. The Wirecast Gear 3 is easier to sell than any generation of the Wirecast Gear before. The Wirecast Gear 3 is basically available in 4 different models. Your customers first choose whether they need SDI or HDMI workflows. And then from there, whether they're working in HD or 4K. It's that simple. And these are the 4 models available on Wirecast Gear 3, including a full production system with the hardware I/O capability, Wirecast Pro software installed with all the necessary CPU, GPU, and other hardware components to optimize and make this system work well. Netgear has announced a new desktop line of their M4250 series. This includes the 4210PD and the 4210PX. These are in addition to the full line of that Pro AV series of rack-mountable managed switches. These switches are perfect desktop models, which are really easy for customers to use in an AV install, and also allows them to set up a real quick and easy with an independent power supply. These units are actually a great add-on when you start talking about desktop products like the TriCaster Mini X or the Wirecast Gear 3. Panasonic has introduced their new line of PTZ cameras, including their premium series with the UE40, UE50, and UE80, as well as their other cameras from their Pro Series and Platinum Series. If you have any questions about the new Panasonic Pro PTZ camera lineup, give your Broadfield sales rep a call at 800-634-5178, and we'd be happy to introduce those to you. And now, finally, we have the Epiphan new grabbers in stock, the AVIO HD Plus and the AVIO SDI Plus. Join the product line with the AVIO 4K, which is shipping as well. These are the latest in the USB grabber family, giving you an HDMI or SDI input right into USB. What's great about these grabbers is if you had the opportunity to look at the Epiphan announcement last week on their new cloud workflows or Epiphan Connect, these grabbers allow you to grab a super high quality camera directly into USB to integrate into video conferencing platforms like Zoom or Teams. The great thing about implementing that high-resolution camera into Teams is now you can use Epiphan's cloud solutions, specifically the Epiphan Connect solution, to integrate that Teams camera into an SRT workflow that can be sent to any production system anywhere in the world. Epiphan is building the products, both in hardware and in software, to give you that remote production workflow that you need. And then we also have some storage announcements for you, starting with SanDisk Professional G Drive. The SanDisk Professional G Drive is available in 4 terabyte to 22 terabyte and has all of the latest and greatest UltraStar hard drives, enterprise class drives built in to give your media and entertainment customers the storage they need for high bandwidth storage over USB-C. And then SanDisk also announced today the new SanDisk Professional G40 SSD drives. These drives will be shipping soon, and the official announcement went live yesterday, and you should have some more information in your email inbox from Broadfield today. We had Glyph on the show recently talking about their brand new Secure Data Plus drives. The Glyph Secure Data Plus drives are in stock and shipping now, and these include regular spinning disk drives, SSD drives, in your choice of 2 form factors, with either the Secure Drive Plus Bluetooth-enabled app or the keypad drives, allowing you to unlock it from the integrated keypad itself. If you have any questions about any of the products we ran through today, if you have questions about Broadfield West, you could have inserted them into the chat window here, or you could give your Broadfield salesperson a call. We're available to help answer all of your questions and to make sure you have everything you need to make sales as easy as possible. Give us a call at 800-634-5178. Join us every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Next week, we will be joined by Panasonic Lumix. And the following week, we will be broadcasting live from NAB New York. So if you can't make it to the New York show, be sure to tune in right here at broadfield.live to see our videos streaming live throughout the day, right from the show floor. Until next week, cheers.
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 1-800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.